Aw man, things just got even worse. A few videos ago, I talked about an ongoing court case involving Love Island's very own Huda Mustafa, Too Hot to Handle's Louis Russell, and his baby mother Nicole Oliveira. And man, let me tell y'all, much more has happened. Many people have asked me in my TikTok comments to make another video, and that's what this is. We are making another video. Y'all know I got you. First of all, thank y'all so much for the love on the previous video. Thank y'all so much for 1K. I really appreciate the love and everything that came with that video. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are amazing. But second, I want to take the time to thank everyone who commented about mental health on the previous video, whether it was their own personal struggles and how they eventually got through it, or if they're currently dealing with it, or seeing it in someone else and talking about how they approached it. I appreciate y'all sharing your experience there. It really put it into perspective for me, and I hope it also helped other people who are looking for guidance in terms of mental health. With that being said though, I'm Jeffrey. You're watching Just Jeffrey, and this is part number 2 of the Huda Files. Don't forget to like and subscribe. More texts between Huda Mustafa and Louis Russell have been revealed by TikTok creator Storytime with Ricky. I still don't know if it's Ricky. I don't know how to pronounce her name if I'm being so honest, and I'm probably butchering it, and I'm sorry if she's watching this. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. But that being said, I really appreciate her, and her video is linked in the description. But that being said, it's quite obvious that her source is Nicole at this point, but I don't think she can say that. But before we go through the text, I gotta lay some out for y'all. I said this many times, but I don't hate Huda. I don't know Huda. You will never see me as a person hate someone I don't know. That don't even make no type sense. Only time you'll see me hate someone that I don't know is if they're a character on a TV show. Now I hate the character. It's not hating a person. It's very different. This channel has always been called Just Jeffrey, and it's called that because here we do talk about and make videos on things that are either interesting or subjects I just can't avoid. And with bare people asking me wagwan, yo, I can't avoid this situation, so now I gotta deliver for y'all. I'm going to skip over the text that I talked about in the last video. I'm not trying to make this a redundant video. I'm not trying to keep repeating the same messages over and over again. If you want to see the previous text messages, you gotta go watch the other video. It's linked in the description. But let me cut all that yapping. Let me get straight into the text. Huda starts us off saying, and I'm sorry. Where are you? Where are you, Louis? I'm gonna disappear. I'm really sorry I have to do this. Tried to call to say bye, but love you very much, and I'm so sorry. I hope everything gets better for you, and please tell my baby I love her. I can't do this anymore. I have nothing in this life. It's one thing after the other. I can't do it. Bye, my handsome man. I'm gonna miss you. Louis responds saying, for the 100th time, I didn't say I'm leaving you. And I can't read the next message. It's blocked by the thing. I tried to zoom in and see if I could read it, but I can't decipher what it says. If anyone can decipher this, comment it in the comments. Huda comes back saying, I can't. I'm losing my mind. I can't. I'm calling Nick. Louis, how can you do this? How? You don't love me. You don't love me. You want me to die. You wanted this. I hope you're sorry. I'm not gonna lie, that switch up is scary, bro. I talked about it in the last video, but Lord, this is even worse. Like, from saying I'm sorry to saying like actually losing your mind, calling the baby mother, you don't love me, you want me to die. We continue. It says, I'm not going to be in this lifetime without you. I'm not. I can't do it. I'm losing my mind right now, and I need to see you. I have never felt like this, like genuinely wanting to die. I don't think you understand how much you mean to me, and I thought I meant the same. Who are you with? Where are you? Are you with a bitch? Where are you? In the notification center, you can see it says, you're showing me this is all you wanted. You have no ounce to care if I die. I really did love you. You want to throw it all away. I'll save you the stress of having to deal with me ever again. I'm going to the pier and doing it now. I doubt you'll care because you haven't answered me, not once when I warned you. Louis, it's like threatening to go jump off a pier is just utterly absurd. Like, it's insane. It's scary. Protect your peace, y'all. And I mean that on everything I love, because this is torture. I've never done this to you. Louis, my phone is gonna die and I'll be stranded here. Please answer. Louis, why are you sleeping at your baby mom's? Why are you doing this to me? You really want this to end? This did her. You broke my heart. You broke my heart. I put careers on. If you know, you know. Okay, sorry, it's not funny. It just made me think of the Drake song. The difference between you and me is I don't stop to find you. You left me outside at the Hilton Inn, and I'm proving how much I care, and you don't care. I'm waiting for someone to walk in, and I'm knocking at every door in that part of the building. You're slopping with someone. You're sleeping with someone. Where are you? What are you doing? Why are you answering? I'm not gonna stop. I'm at your baby mom's. Louis, I'm out in the middle of the night looking for you, and at your baby mom's house. I know you're fucking someone. Louis, I'm going to do it tonight. You're not stopping me. I know you're sleeping with someone. This tipped me over the edge. You're destroying me. You don't care at all. Not an ounce of you cares. Damn. Honestly, a lot of these messages do read off as manipulation to me. If you've ever had someone threaten to give themselves a first-class trip to the afterlife and constantly pump fake it, you know exactly how this should be. Like, I've played these games before. I do think this is someone who needs to take a step back and evaluate how the situation is frying her mental, because the truth is, she is a mother. She has a whole daughter. Being so ready and willing to pack up your entire life for a man you've only been dating for less than a year is so crazy to me. Like, even now, mind you, when I'm recording this, March 29, 2 days before my birthday, they've only been dating for 8 months from what I've seen. Threatening to jump off a pier, jump off the roof, breaking into a crib, all for a man you've been dating for 8 months is just like, that shit is so beyond me, bro. I can't even lie. Like, even if it was for longer, I feel like that would be more understandable a little bit, even though it's still behavior that no one should engage in, man or woman. That is not okay behavior at all, which is why the whole point is, if you ever see anyone who acts anything like this, you either gotta take a step back. If you're like this, you gotta take a step back and honestly just get help. Both sides will be better off for it. With that being said, I don't think Louis is innocent in the slightest. If I'm being honest, I think that's why they're still together to this day. I think it's because, in all honesty, one, they're probably toxic, and two, they're probably both cooked behind the scenes, which is why they're still stuck together. But I also think that's a very dangerous plan, because this is a couple who each have one kid to themselves. Louis has his son, Huda has her daughter. Even if, in all honesty, him being at his baby mom's crib, I can totally understand why she'd be tight, even if they were broken up. Her threats to harm herself, showing up to the crib and breaking in is not okay. Like, that behavior is inexcusable. No matter how you look at it, no matter which side of the coin you fall on, that isn't the behavior of someone who is well adjusted, and it shouldn't be validated. People should not be given excuses for it. I also don't understand why our fans are pretending like we didn't see this behavior on Love Island. I don't understand why people are pretending like this doesn't perfectly coincide with what we seen on the island, dog. Again, I ain't even watched Love Island, bruh, but I saw it. I saw the clips, and I'm saying that this perfectly aligns with what I knew of Huda before researching and learning more about everything involving the situation. There were some Huda fans that made a point that I too was pretty curious about, because even I thought it was a little odd. In one of the screenshots, I'll put it on the screen right now. I actually don't know what side I'm putting it on, so I'm just pointing at an arbitrary side. I'm gonna put it there. Oh, I'm putting it on the other side. Yeah, I lied. You can see at the top left corner, it says T-Mobile. That's the service provider. But in Riki's video, when she's verifying Louis' phone number, which allegedly Huda might be paying for it, as it says the person who pays for it resides in Raleigh, North Carolina, which I guess Huda is from, based on what I've heard from other people. In the service provider portion of the number, you can see it says AT&T, and they've been running with that all day as a gotcha. They're like, oh nah, it says AT&T, it says T-Mobile. This is impossible. This cannot be the case. First thing I did was check the common defense that I saw from people who are against Huda, and that was the screenshot is from Nicole's phone, and therefore when it says T-Mobile at the top, it's Nicole's provider and not Louis Russell's. I was curious about this, and I actually wanted to test it so I could show y'all. So I asked my beautiful girlfriend to send me her lock screen, and I'll throw them both on screen for y'all just so you can see. As you can see on mine, it says Rogers in the top left corner, as that's my provider. Yes, we're from Canada, Calgary in the building. If you know where Calgary is, comment YYC in the comments below. And my girlfriend uses TELUS. As you can see, even though I screenshotted the message and I used Rogers, it doesn't say Rogers in the top corner, it says TELUS. So that argument is a no-go. So I started to think, it's kind of off. Why would he just randomly change his provider? But then I did some research, and it reminded me of something that actually happened to me, which I'll talk about at the end. This actually isn't out of the norm. I found a person who uses T-Mobile who was complaining that said that their service provider was AT&T. As again, at the top left corner, it says they use AT&T. And then vice versa, someone who has AT&T who was complaining that it said T-Mobile at the top left corner of their device. With explanations from others, such as both companies actually use some of the same cell towers, so at times the connectivity with your service provider is low. It might show up as being provided by the other company. Others said while roaming, it'll use the other company's connection, which in all honesty, those are kind of the same thing. But I actually had something like this happen to me when I was on vacation in Miami last year. At the top left corner of my phone, I'm sorry y'all, I looked for a screenshot, but I ain't had no screenshot. At the top left corner, it said that my service provider was Verizon, and as y'all saw, my service provider is not Verizon. I'm from Canada. We don't even have Verizon, so it might have been AT&T. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the major 3 service providers. It was not Rogers, and I remember because I told my girlfriend about it, and I thought it was interesting interesting, and I just remembered it when I was researching for this. It's not something out of the blue, it's not something uncommon, it's not something random, it's not a gotcha. It happens sometimes. But yeah, since I'm unbiased, I wanted to answer that question because I saw people saying it over and over again. So I actually wanted to be very honest with it, and I took a look and saw if it had some validity to it. But yeah, it's very possible that he just was in the area that didn't have connection with his AT&T servers, and therefore it said T-Mobile, so he had low connectivity, which, you know, shit happens. I'm not sure what y'all connectivity be with T-Mobile and AT&T and such, but sometimes over here Rogers be on bullshit, so I get it. There's also a subpoena that was sent to Nicole's building. It was for the surveillance video that showed Huda sneaking into the apartment, in which Riki describes the events here.
Video, you see her come up the damn sidewalk, a car is going into the garage, a white Mercedes. You literally see her run behind the car as the garage is closing, and she dips right into the parking garage and then accesses the staircase. In the video, you can see that she's visibly upset. She's on the phone, she's crying. But to say that she was not at that building is incorrect.
I also saw a lot of people questioning why we can't see the video yet, and in truth, I believe that all will be answered on the court date of April 3rd. Let's say they don't reach an out-of-court agreement, which apparently they're working on, which makes sense because one side definitely has an image to protect. Evidence subpoenaed by the court isn't available to the public before the trial begins. Courts have an open court policy, but sometimes exhibits are only shown after the actual court date. So what we saw was an ex parte TRO, which is filed without one side being made aware, which is what ex parte means. It means one side. So again, that's why I said it doesn't necessarily mean that Huda is guilty just because a TRO was granted. What we're gonna see on the court date of April 3rd is all the text as evidence, everything threatening Huda has done in relation to Nicole, in relation to Nicole's son. That's what's gonna happen during that court proceeding. After that happens, we will have the evidence that we're really looking for. That being said though, if and when I do get access to that footage, and if any other major events occur, I'm sure I'll get messages, but I'm just gonna say it for y'all, I will make another video. And in all honesty, that will be the last of the saga. If nothing, then we can officially close the Huda Files. Other than that, I don't got that much more to say besides I hope Huda can take a second to reflect on the situation, and I hope she can realize that she needs help and she needs to go and get herself that help. And I also hope Louis takes to better himself too, whether they're together or apart, because like I said, I don't think Louis is an innocent party here, even though in this situation you can definitely see that he is the victim. But the question is also like, what is he doing too? Because I don't think he isn't doing anything. Like, I don't feel like there's any way he isn't doing anything. Like, even back in the last video, there was one text in particular that was really concerning to me. It read off as really concerning. I'm curious to see how valid it is, and I'll put it on screen for y'all. But if that's the case, that's not okay at all. Like, dog, for an 8-month relationship, this is a whole lot of BS, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is a whole lot of BS for an 8-month relationship. I know that comes with the territory of being famous, of being in the public eye. Maybe not, because a lot of couples that are famous, that did get together famous, don't have this type of shit going on. But that being said, we do know that this is a reality TV couple. We did see how both of them acted on their respective shows. It's not surprising, if I'm being honest. Like, even 8 months in, I'm not really that surprised. It makes sense. Like, Louis was literally known as a fuckboy serial cheater on his show. I wouldn't be surprised if that's not a persona. Huda was known as a crash out, overly emotional, as all the clips displayed. So it kind of makes sense that it did follow them into their lives, even if that isn't how they really acted in real life. Which, again, the text messages between her and her ex showed that that isn't the case, and that is how she been. I also saw something the other day with him verifying that, yeah, she be on way worse shit apparently. But yeah, this whole thing is really rough, and genuinely I feel like they might lead to splits. Like 8 months, I just like 8 months though. Like 8 months, all this is just crazy to me, dog. But anyway, I digress. I hope for anyone who saw themselves or someone they know in their messages, you do your best to help yourself out or help someone help themselves out. Let's make the world a better place, y'all, and we can do that by being good neighbors to each other. Thank y'all so much for watching another episode of Just Jeffrey. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you don't forget to like and subscribe since you've watched this far. It's a just world, as in we just ourselves. We ain't trying to be like nobody else. Come join me, as again, I'll encourage y'all every single day. Don't try and be like nobody else. Keep being you. I'ma keep being me. I'll never let nobody tell me what me is. I'll never let nobody tell me you can't do this or you can't do that if it don't harm nobody. That's a very important thing. Don't let nobody tell you what you can or can't do, so long as you're not harming nobody. That's a very important distinction. You cannot be harming nobody. But other than that, keep on keeping on, keep on believing, keep on dreaming, keep on pushing forward, keep on moving forward. I'ma keep doing the same. Also, join the Discord. Link is in the description. Bye, y'all. Have a blessed day. Yeah,